November 3rd, 2025, a short headline. Kim Taehyung, V of BTS, becomes the global face of the Korean beauty brand TIRTIR. The feed flashes, headlines, reposts, debates. 2 days later, new numbers from Japan. Snow Peak Apparel reports sales growth. Audiences tie it to the V effect. The infosphere is already on fire. And with the praise, the old shadow returns. A wave of comments too often. Too everywhere, too loud. The familiar refrain, this is not one day, not one story, this is repetition. This is a system, every time the same pattern. Met Gala in 2020. 2 Celine photos in 2024 Vogue World. Hollywood on October 26, 2025. The same geometry everywhere. Event, spike, dispute. Hate.lol. Repeat. The phenomenon is not the event itself. The phenomenon is the reaction to the event. Why him? Because his image does not shout. He speaks little, he moves precisely. He does not explain. Silence produces guesses. Guesses produce emotions. Emotions demand an outlet. The outlet becomes a comment. The comment becomes content. The content becomes the cycle. The cycle feeds the algorithm. The algorithm returns the cycle to the homepage. Look at the mechanics. 3 steps. Trigger.emotion, replication. The trigger is simple. A new shoot, a new appearance. A new contract. The emotion is complex. A mix of admiration and envy. The will to belong. The fear of missing out. Replication is the fastest. Hundreds of short lines, thousands of emojis. Dozens of reaction clips. Attention converts to reach. Reach converts to more reactions. The loop is closed. Taehyung becomes a screen. People look at the screen and see themselves. Some see hope, some see threat. Some see an ideal, some see an irritant. The hater phenomenon is not born from facts. It is born from projections. The internet loves simple roles. Hero, anti-hero. Savior, culprit. Silence breaks roles. Silence irritates. So the artist's quiet is read as a challenge. A smile is read as provocation. Any appearance becomes a pretext. Concrete line, Met Gala 2023. Thousands of posts arguing over presents. Celine 2024, 2 photos. Extreme ad value estimates, millions of debates about being overrated. Vogue World Hollywood, October 26, 2025. Gray J. Bet Couture. Red Norige. Shots with Anna Wintour. Again the dispute. Why is he there? November 3rd, 2025 TIRTIR. November 5th, Japanese sales roundups. Again, the range from awe to skepticism in one scroll. The law is obvious. The higher the visibility, the louder the reaction, the sharper the image, the stronger the polarization. Why does it work? Because attention became currency. Because a comment returns a sense of power. Because the algorithm rewards extremes. Because calm loses to headlines. In this environment, hate is an accelerator. It gives motion. It simulates drama. It keeps the stage spinning, even if the artist stays silent. One more point. Fandom and anti-fandom serve the same function. Both produce content. Defense threads and snarky memes do one job. They hold attention. Any quarrel becomes raw material. Any comparison becomes fuel. Every too much becomes a virus. Too pretty, too quiet, too successful, too everywhere. The formula is stable. The words change, the meaning doesn't. Psychology is simple. We face someone else's certainty, someone else's beauty, someone else's discipline. It hurts to admit it. We look for ways to reduce the other's height. We invent explanations, PR, luck backing. It doesn't matter. The goal is one: reduce discomfort. Hate is the fast way. Fast available, free like, dislike, sarcasm. Repost, the feeling of power returns, but not for long. A new trigger is needed, a new pretext. The loop needs feeding. Journalism is embedded too. Media count clicks. The name V always brings reach. Headlines amplify contrast. Praise yesterday. Doubt today. A loaded question tomorrow. The audience returns. Comments quarrels. The algorithm is satisfied. The system works. In this system, the artist is not a person. He is a node of distributed attention. His life becomes a traffic graph. His frames become engagement metrics. And yet the hater phenomenon is not only system. It is also archetype, a stable image. Depth, enigma. Magnetism, it unsettles those who prefer explanations. It breaks templates. Those who expect noise struggle with silence. Those who want clarity struggle near mystery. Taehyung does not sell cheap keys. He does not sell his silence cheap. That is why there is strength. And irritation. Back to the week. November 3rd, TIRTIR announcement. November 4th, hundreds of social breakdowns. Frame posts, comparisons with past campaigns. Reaction tags, November 5th. Business roundups from Japan, growth charts. Commenters link trends to the artist's effect. Then the standard splitter. One segment says talent and work. Another says PR and coincidence. A third says two everywhere. A fourth makes memes. The algorithm is happy. The loop is closed until the next trigger. What should a viewer do? Know the mechanics, see the pattern. Separate the event from its echo. Ask yourself, what do I feel? Why do I feel it? What am I amplifying with my action? Like dislike, comment.repost. All of these are hands on one clock. The hands move, time goes. Noise rises, meaning falls. That's the medium. Not a tragedy, a design. What should an artist do? Set boundaries, protect silence. Protect image, do not feed the loop with reactions. Refuse assigned roles. Keep working on music, on imagery, on meaning, where the loop has no levers. This is not retreat, it is strategy. Silence is a tool. Distance is a tool. Choice of news hooks is a tool. Consistency is protection. Why say it now? Because today is November 5th, 2025. A fresh loop just passed. Comments still warm. Tags still live. Roundup still fresh. The pattern is visible. Tomorrow it will dissolve in the next story. But the phenomenon will stay. It does not depend on a brand, or a platform, or a city. It depends on us, on how we react, how we comment, how we process someone else's success. There is a temptation to seek culprits. Point to users, to accounts, to phrases. That is a dead end. The system is stronger than one comment. Understand principles, treat them like weather, like traffic, like algorithms. See a storm, don't sail. See a rising wave. Don't dive into the whirl. See your emotion used against you. Stop, don't donate free fuel. We learn to believe louder means stronger. It does not. Stronger is choosing silence. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is attention without external noise. An artist who chooses silence does not lose. He retunes the stage. He moves focus from comments to music, from quarrel to content, from reaction to work, the direct outcome. The Taehyung Hater phenomenon is a mirror of our era, an era where love and hate spread equally fast, where the comment outranks the context, where someone else's discipline exposes our laziness, where we fear admitting that what hooks us is not the person. What hooks us is our reaction to his strength. It is unpleasant, but honest, and useful. Next time you see his name in the feed, do one action. Separate the event from the wave around it. Look at the date, the source, the fact. Ask yourself, who profits from my emotion? If the answer is nobody but the algorithm, keep it to yourself, you lose nothing. You take back your attention. Remember two things. First, the loop will end without you. Second, your gaze is worth more than any loud comment. The artist will keep working. Brands will keep counting. Media will keep printing. And you can choose where to spend a minute of your life, on noise or on meaning. This choice defines who you are in this system. Taehyung moves on. His silence sounds loud. His frames outlive a single trend. His name triggers familiar reactions. But force is not in reaction. Force is in stability. Stability irritates briefly. Stability wins for long. The hater loop will repeat, like a season, like a tide, like a chronicle. But each time it will break on a simple thing, on silence that cannot be canceled, on work that cannot be devalued, on influence that does not need noise. Today is November 5th, 2025. Another spin is done, another will come. Now we fix the main point. We see not just quarrels and memes. We see how our attention works. We see how the system turns emotion into a tool. We see what hate stands on. And we understand we cannot stand on it for long. We can live otherwise, calmer, deeper, more honest with ourselves. These are the invisible scars, not on artists, on us. They heal when we stop feeding what hurts us. When we look at the music, not at the noise. When we admit the power of a quiet move beats the loud step. That is the lesson. That is the exit.